What we're going to do now is ranking each Premier League team's transfer window. So we're going to actually rank them from elite to terrible, speak a bit about the transfers, see who had the best transfer window, who won the transfer window this year. Obviously, we're recording this at the time of deadline day. It's like 3-4 hours left in transfer, so hopefully nothing massive happens that alters the list. But so far, we're going to go off so far what's happened. Bournemouth, not great. I just feel as though with the introduction of selling all the players of Dean Huijsen, Kerkez, letting Kepa go as well. It's not been great, but they've kept on to Semenyo, Evan Nielsen. They've kept on to a couple key players, but I just feel as though they've let go of key players. Obviously, the other centre back that went to PSG. I had Bournemouth actually to struggle this season. So far, they started the season well. Great account of themselves at Liverpool in the first game of the season, but still, I don't know, not been great. Arsenal, I put Arsenal very good. I think the Eze takes us from good to very good. I still think we're missing a left winger to put us in the elite category. I still we're missing that piece. It's always with Arsenal, you're missing that one player. I think if we did get a left winger, we'd actually be very dead set. But I feel as though with the players we brought in the depth, we've lost a lot of players, so it was going to be a summer of bringing a lot of players. I think Bert's done a good job. We do need to sell a few players. I think the squad is bloated, but so far so good. I think deadline day we've got a couple hours. I don't see any links, so I think this is the squad we're going to go into the season with. It's good enough squad, but yeah, I think just to put us in the left wing, get us a left winger would made us elite. Aston Villa have had an absolute, I'm going to put them in terrible, actually. They've not been able to spend, obviously PSR, them and Newcastle struggled to kind of like take that next step on, unfortunately, but they've not brought in anyone. I know they want Lucas Paquetá yesterday, kind of put that rumour to bed with the best transfer kind of like thing that he's ever done in the celebration, that he kind of said, no, I'm staying at West Ham. They've not really brought in, I think they brought in Sancho and Lindelof, which is, it's not helping, to be honest, get top 4, to be honest. So yeah, it's not been great for them. Brentford, I'll put them in terrible as well, to be honest. Letting go of you're letting go of two players that scored 20 goals last season. You let go of your manager and you let go of your captain. You've not brought in and replaced them adequately. I think Brentford will struggle this year. They've got a new manager, Keith Andrews. I don't know if he'll do well. I think he was a set piece coach originally. He got a good result last week. This week he didn't do well. I don't know. He lost against Sunderland, so I think it was Sunderland. Yeah, they lost 2-1. I think they will struggle this season. I'm gonna put Brighton in not great. Reason being, they have brought in players in, but Brighton you have to just wait and see, because you never know what you're gonna get with Brighton. They could do well, they couldn't. They've brought in a lot of gems. Obviously, Chelsea will end up buying them next year. Letting go of João Pedro, I think, puts him here because he was a key player for them, and you've seen what he's doing at Chelsea. Burnley, I think Burnley have done okay, I know people are going to go a bit crazy about that one, but look, if you look, they brought in this lad from Chelsea, Okuchakawa, which is a good player. Broha, which could be okay. They've brought in a couple of decent, obviously Marcus Edwards from Sporting, we know about him. Obviously Jadon Anthony, and we know he's done well, of course. They've brought in a couple, and obviously Kyle Walker for experience. Dubravka is okay as well. They've brought in a couple of decent pieces, to be fair, that I feel as though they will be alright, Burnley, I don't know. Scott Parker, obviously season manager. I don't know, I think Burnley will be alright. Chelsea, decent. I think Gittin, João Pedro, it's okay. Garnacho's a bit of a... Hato's a good signing, but I still think it's not... To get here and here, you have to sign I think marquee players, I think big players. I think their signings have not really put fear into anyone, to be honest. Crystal Palace, I think terrible. Letting go of Eze and Guehi's on his way out now. Replaced him with Igor, haven't replaced Eze. You can see Oliver Glasner just getting frustrated. I think Crystal Palace will be in trouble. I think they've got enough to stay up, but I just think they haven't brought in good enough players, to be fair. Everton I put in decent because of Grealish, Dewsbury Hall, Tyler Diblin. They've done alright. They've managed to keep all up Braithwaite. I think Everton will be alright. I think Grealish has really changed. They've got 2 wins now. They've been alright. Fulham, I don't think they've brought in anyone. I actually don't think they've brought in anyone. Every summer it seems like they're linked with Reece Nelson, and now Reece Nelson's obviously gone Brentford. I think Fulham will be in trouble. Actually, to be fair, they got that Josh King, which has been okay. 18-year-old. He's kind of like going to be their go-to guy. Leeds United. I say not great. They brought in a couple of decent pieces. They brought in Stark. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He's okay. Obviously, Calvert-Lewin's not great. It's between here and here. But just for the sake of it, I'll put him here. Liverpool elite. The fact they brought in Wirtz so early. The marquee signing, obviously, they brought in Alexander Isak today or last night. Yeah, that's just incredible business. If they get Guehi out a lot across the line as well, that's again really impressive because you've brought in real superstars to the club. Kind of like the best way to go. Once you're in the league, they've shown that they want to win it again. They're going to be the team to beat. Man United, decent. I think they have got their forward line sorted now, but defensively, I still think they need a centre back. They still need a goalkeeper. I think if they get a goalkeeper midfielder, they'll go here. But because they haven't got a goalkeeper midfielder, they have to go here for now. Man City, I want to put them here, but we're going to put them here because Reinders, purely down because of Reinders. Shirky's good, but I just feel as though they haven't got that marquee. But if they again got a marquee player here, they're going to get Donnarumma. Actually, yeah, we're going to leave him here. Donnarumma, of course, signed in for Trafford. I don't know, Man City are a bit of a weird one because I still feel as though they're short defensively. I still think they need a right back, a left back. I still think they need a right winger. I know Oscar Bob's the man there, but I see with them. Newcastle. I'll put Newcastle in decent. They've had nah, you know what it is? Just purely down because of the Alexander Isak stuff, I put them not great. Honestly, they've been the talk of the town for the transfer window. Alexander Isak. He's going to go, he's going to stay, he's going to go, he's going to stay. Obviously, now we know he's gone. They've kind of... Newcastle and Spurs have shown this summer, this transfer window especially, that they are little fish. That they can't talk to these big clubs. These top, especially the top four. United, Spurs... United, Arsenal, Liverpool and Chelsea. You can't talk to them four teams in terms of transfer and a player going out of the way to sign for him. We've seen with Eze, with Spurs, he just said, I don't want to go there. We've seen, obviously, early in the window, Sesko and United, United are in the absolute mud, but Sesko still rather go to United than Newcastle. You've seen Alexander Isak dying to leave. It's just shown the pedigree of the top clubs, and I think Newcastle, yeah, they've shown their hand. The fact that they said, we're not going to sell him, and they actually did sell him. And they sold him for less than what they said they're going to sell him for. It just shows that don't talk to these top clubs. I think, yeah. Nottingham Forest, I'll put in decent. I think if we look here, obviously Omar Hash there, I think they got finesse for him, to be honest. And Ndoye's not a bad signing. McAtee's good signing. Douglas Luiz will be good for depth. I think, yeah, they've not done well. Selling Elanga as well for so much as well. Yeah, they're decent. Yeah. Spurs are going to put in decent because, yeah, they've brought in a couple of good players. Xavi Simons puts them in decent. I think they would have been not great, but getting Xavi Simons puts them in decent. They got Colin Muani today as well. Yeah, not much to say on Spurs. I think the Eze stuff kind of like overshadowed their window as well, same as Newcastle. Is it enough to push on and challenge these two? Sunderland, I think Sunderland have had a flipping... They might have had it, to be honest. Might have to put them in good. Like, they've brought in... Look, they've spent 165 million, but they've brought in so many players. Obviously, Mark Guehi's gone back. They brought in... Obviously, the biggest one for me is Xhaka, the new captain. Enzo Lafave obviously signed there now. Adingra, Diarra. Obviously, Leeds wanted him early in the window. I think this is enough to stay up. Yeah, they definitely deserve to be in good. West Ham, I'm gonna put in terrible. I'll put in not great. If we check there, obviously Matheus Fernandes, good signing. Obviously they need legs in midfield. Tadibo, Juve, keeper's decent. Callum Wilson's terrible signing. I don't know. They still need a lot. I don't know. There's a thing about West Ham where I just look at them where they don't give me good vibes. I don't know. Ever since they moved to that stadium, I've just not liked West Ham, to be honest. Wolves, I put not great. Not great. If we actually check their signings, obviously they got Strand Larsen. They haven't brought in anything to really. And for me, losing your two biggest players, Nori and Cunha, puts you in a position where you're in trouble. I think Wolves will be in trouble this season. I genuinely think they'll be in trouble. Because they haven't really replaced adequately. They should have sold Larsen and then tried to replace the overall squad with the 55 million they got offered. But I'll put them terrible, actually. Not great, it's not great. So yeah, that's kind of how I believe the window's gone for people. I think, yeah, Liverpool have had the best window with Isak and Guehi. I think we've done well. Arsenal, Sunderland, surprisingly, have done very well. And you can see the top four-ish clubs here with Chelsea, United, City and Spurs in decent windows, nothing extravagant. United, obviously, they got a keeper and midfielder over there. The rest of the teams, yeah, that's just Liverpool won the transfer window.